What if I told you this movie starts like a gangster comeback story, but slowly transforms into a blues-soaked vampire nightmare, and somehow still ends as a tragic love letter to music, brotherhood, and freedom? Stick around, because Sinners is not the movie you think it is. It's 1932, twin brothers Smoke and Stack Moore have a plan? They buy an abandoned sawmill in Clarksdale, Mississippi, and decide to turn it into a juke joint, a place where black folks can drink, dance, and forget the world for one night. They've got cash, they've got ambition, and they've got a plan. And right here, the movie lies to you, because the Deep South is still choking with racism and ghosts that refuse to stay buried. What comes next will blow your mind. Here's where things start getting interesting. As Smoke and Stack prepare for opening night, they begin pulling people back into their orbit. Smoke reconnects with Annie, the woman he loved and lost after the death of their child. Their scenes are quiet, painful, and tender. There's real chemistry here, real grief, real love. Stack, on the other hand, is chaos wrapped in charm. He recruits musicians to bring his vision to life, pulling together broken talents and restless souls. He flirts recklessly with danger, making choices that could cost him everything. And along the way, he reconnects with Mary, the woman he once loved, the woman he never truly forgot about, and the past he may not be ready to face. Meanwhile, their cousin Samir, a young guitar player with more talent than experience, gets pulled into their world, dragged in against the warnings of his father, who happened to be a preacher. A world of smoke, sin, and secrets he shouldn't have been exposed to. And when Samir plays, something moves, something real shifts in the air. Shadows listen, and whatever's been waiting in the dark finally stirs. But somewhere out there, something ancient hears it too. A stranger named Remick appears out of nowhere, claiming he's being chased. But the truth is, nothing about him feels right. His eyes don't blink enough, like they're always watching, calculating every move. His presence alone makes the air heavier, the shadows darker, and the quiet uneasy. And when the sun finally sinks below the horizon, that's when he shows its teeth. Because Remick isn't running from monsters. He is the monster, the one who knows every fear you try to hide. And everyone he touches will feel the darkness he carries. Opening night arrives. The juke joint is alive. For a brief moment, this is the happiest place in Mississippi. Music spills from the instruments, weaving through the air. Bodies move as one with the rhythm, lost in the beat. But they have no idea what's coming, and that's when the knock comes at the door. When Remick and his companions first step into the doorway, they don't roar or snarl like monsters. They ask to come in politely, like strangers in need of refuge. Smoke refuses them entry into the joint. He insists they go someplace else. And that one moment becomes the line between life and death. You won't believe what these monsters did next. They didn't attack right away. They talked and tempted. And slowly people started falling. Mary is turned first. One moment, she's laughing under the glow of the juke joint lights. Then something ancient has taken root where her heart used to be. She then changes. Then Stack falls next. And when Smoke finally finds Stack bleeding out on the floor, the movie starts being horrifying. And with rage, Smoke pulls out his gun and shoots Mary. But it had no effect on her. She rose as if nothing had happened, and stormed off into the woods. When Cornbread comes back asking to be let in, something feels wrong. His voice sounds familiar but empty, and the moment Smoke realizes it, it's already too late. Inside the juke joint, fear starts spreading. Stack comes back changed, twisted into something that still wears his brother's face. And when Annie throws garlic at him, it burns not just his skin, but the last hope that Smoke might save him. Outside, the vampires don't rush in. They promise belonging to anyone willing to give up the fight. Unfortunately, Grace breaks and starts begging for her life. And one by one, the juke joint starts turning into a grave. Outside, Remick finally gets what he came for, Sammy. But Sammy doesn't fight him with faith or strength. or fear. He fights him with music. When the guitar shatters, the silver buried inside it pierces Remek's skull. And for the first time that night, the monster screams. Smoke appears out of the darkness and drives the stake in too. Remek, who then vanishes in a pillar of fire. The sun finally rises, and every vampire left standing turns to ash, although the night is over. But nothing about them will ever be the same again.